Today we're going to do some basic training on the SC or the VC tape seal case erector. Okay, so loading the magazine on one of these machines seems like a simple task, but it's often an area that people make a lot of mistakes. So look, the first thing to cover off is the boxes in one of these machines have to go in the correct way. If you put a box in the incorrect way, the machine will not be able to erect the box and you have a jammer. Okay, so on the back of the machine here we've got a sign that clearly indicates which way the box should go. So on this particular machine here we can see that the short panel of the box goes on the left hand side and the long panel of the box goes on the right hand side. Okay, so the way I like to load the magazine is just grab your bundle of boxes. Now typically cardboard boxes come with a strap on them. I always leave that strap on the boxes, place them in the magazine. Now you can put as many boxes in here as you want at one time, and then reach down, grab the holdback arms with one hand, pull one forward, move round to the other side, pull the other holdback arm forward. Once the boxes are in position, give them a tap on the top, make sure they're reasonably flat, make sure there's no cardboard strippings sticking up out of the pile of boxes. This is, can't stress enough, if you put bad packaging or boxes in the wrong way, the machine's just not going to run. So, so once the boxes are in there, just cut the cord, pull the cord off, and you're ready to go. I'm going to show you now how to change your roll of tape on the machine. So if you're setting it up for the first time, putting your first roll of tape on, or if you run out of tape. Okay, so your tape head sits in the machine here. It's just a standard 3M AccuGlide tape head. If you grab the front of the tape head will just rotate up like that. Okay, then you can thread the tape as per any other 3M tape head. To put the tape head down, you've got to support the weight of the tape head, reach around the back of the tape head, and there's a little lever down the back. You drop the tape head down. Just be careful. Tape head's got a little bit of weight to it, so you don't want to drop that on your fingers. Okay, now that we've got the machine loaded up with boxes and tape, I'm just going to show you how to run the machine. So first off, you have to make sure all the doors are shut and the e-stop's released. You see on the machine status it says the machine is off. So we're going to press F3, which resets the machine. Now we have to wait until the interlocks say the machine is okay to start. Okay, so there's a delay of about 10 seconds there before we can start the machine. Okay, now F1 starts the machine, F2 stops the machine. Okay, so the machine's now running. If we come back to this machine, we have to hit an emergency stop for any reason. What happens is the machine has to power down. Once again, that takes about 10 seconds for the machine to power down. And once the machine's powered down, then we can reset it and start all over again. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through the size change procedure on this machine. This is a complete size change. Often, if a box is the same footprint but different height, you won't have to complete all these steps. But this is going to cover every possible variation of case size. Okay, so in your setup manual, there'll be a setup chart, same as this. The machine will have come with a size change handle and a 13mm spanner. These are all the tools you really need to do a size change. Okay, so if we look at our size change chart, the first setup we do is the magazine width number 1. So we'll set that up first. Okay, so we're changing to this box size here. It's got an exciting name on the sheet here. here, box A. So the first thing we have to do is set up the magazine width. It says we need to set that to 6650. So we go down here, magazine width, wind that out to 6650. There we go. Now, as the box is going in there, you can see when I put that box in there, it just nicely fits between the two magazine sides. So what you're looking for is you're looking for 5 to 10 millimeters clearance on the box and the magazine width. Okay, we'll move on to the magazine height now. Okay, so now we're going to do the magazine height. So for the new box, we need to adjust it to 4020. So we go to step 02, magazine height, 4020. That one's adjusted. Now while we're here, we might as well adjust the magazine top guide height, which is size change 03. So we have to change this to 1450. So there we go. Now what I'll do is I'll just load the machine up and I'll show you guys how to double check that you've got these settings correct. Okay, so I've just gone away and loaded the magazine up with case blanks now. Now, to double check, or if you're setting up a box for the first time, that the machine's set up correctly, there's a couple of real simple checks. Firstly, there's this pointer on the side of the machine. Now, no matter what box you're running in the machine, this pointer wants to be pointing at the fold line on the box. So that means if the fold line is above there, your machine's obviously not set up correctly. So this fold line here needs to be in line with the pointer. With regard to clearances, on occasions you might get some badly formed cases or badly manufactured cases. And if they're oversized, sometimes you have to adjust the magazine top guide to accommodate poorly formed cases. So basically what you're looking for here is you're looking for the cases and the magazine to come forward just to touch this pull-off bar here at the top, and they want to have a little bit of clearance underneath this top guide so that they can inch forward on the magazine, ready to be formed. Okay, so now we're on to size change step number 4, front minor flap folder. So this is actually sort of inside the machine. You've got to open the side door of the machine to access the size change. Clearly labelled again, and there's a series of different setup points depending on the case you're doing. In this particular case, the box size has to be set up on size A, so we're not going to move this. But to move it, all you have to do is loosen off these two bolts here with your 13mm spanner and slide the front minor flap folder backwards and forwards along the slot. Okay, now we're on to size change step number 5, the opening arm. So it's important when you're doing this size change that the first thing you do is basically just fold the arm in like that. That allows you easy access to doing the size change. It also means if you're going from a large case to a small case, there's no risk of damaging any of the machinery. So on the opening arm, we've got a locking handle here. So the first thing you have to do is undo the locking handle, get your size change adjustment on there, place that on the lead screw. In this particular case, we're going to 2850. So adjust that to 2850, lock it back up again, remove your handle. next on the list is main drive width, step 06. So once again, clearly labelled. We have to go to 2850. Step 07 is the main drive top guide. So we have to set that to 4150. Okay, once again we've got a locking handle on this. Under the locking handle, setting, lock it back up. Okay, so we're down to the last two steps of the size change, and that's repositioning the vacuum cups. So on here you've got step 08, which is secondary vacuum, and 09. So first thing you need to do is you need to position your secondary vacuum cup. So basically that's this set of vacuum cups here. They want to be as close as they can be to the edge of the box, but not falling off the edge of the box. So typically I set them up about 20 mil away from the edge of the box. Okay, so to adjust them, there's a little nut on there. Just crack that nut with your 13 mil spanner. Slide them along, get them in about the right position, lock them back up. Okay, so the same applies for your primary vacuum cups. What you're looking for in your primary vacuum cups is here's your box sitting in the magazine. You want all your primary cups to be on this panel. They cannot be on the shorter of the two panels. So primary cups are on this longer panel, secondary vacuum cups on the minor panel. So once again, just loosen the cups off, slide them along and position them where you like. Basically, once again, I like to have the cups sitting sort of 10 to 20 millimeters off the fold line on the cardboard box. So just nip them up and ready to run.